Hey guys, welcome back to the second part. In this video we are going to continue from where we left. So in the last video I shared how to make this particular part of the graphic. Now we're going to move on this part and then following these parts. Very easy, nice. We're going to work on this and I'm going to show you each simple step. So we'll try to cover this part today so that we are on pace and we can start with the next graphic of the part, which is this major graphic, and then this one. So we are going to work on this one in today's video, which is primarily this one, not a lot of that, and then we're going to move on to the next part. So let's get started. Okay guys, so this was the part where we left. So we're going to keep it like this so that I'm going to show you, even if it exceeds the white background over here, we can still make it work, and it's going to be very easy and simple. So let's do it. Just checking if I'm recording or not. Okay, let's get back. So now this part is done. Let's just select this and then move it apart, move it aside so that we know this is done. We're going to lock it so that we're just going to group it. Okay, we won't do anything else. Okay, we're just gonna group it so that we know it's completed. Okay, we need to make these ones very easy, simple. All you gotta do is like go to shapes itself. You'll find some arrows here. For instance, I think that arrow I specifically got it from here. So you just click on here, type in arrow, and then you'll simply find these arrows here. Go down, rotate it. Okay, and all you gotta do is increase it width. Okay, once you do it, rotate it and simply select this one, rotate it, and vertically you can move it like this, or you can just simply move it like this. Okay, these two ones. Change the color, graphics fill, eyedropper. That's the easiest way to do it. I slightly moved it, so that's why the color is a bit different. So just select this one, select this one, eyedropper, and then change different color. Then all you want to do is like make it grid power. All we can do is like maybe just copy it from here. Okay, grid power only, and then we need to do one more, which is high renewable and penetration. Okay, oh, where is the other one? Okay, just make it once more. Okay, grid power only. Okay, I try to make these videos in a single go so that I don't have to work a lot on those, and then maybe share these ideas with you. I hope you guys don't mind making these quick videos. I just want to save some time, and also alongside that share what I can share with you guys so that it can help you out in some way. So now what we're gonna do is like we want to make transformation, and we want to make it something like this. Okay, if we reduce it like this, it's going to change its shape, and it's always going to work in a different direction. So let's say we want it like this. You can make it like this. Since the arrow is smaller, maybe it might help doing it like this. And all you want to make sure is that it's along the radius of the arrow itself. We don't want it to be too big, too small. We just want it that it aligns with the direction. Okay, we don't want to spend too much time on this, so let's just select this one. Because it sometimes takes a little bit time to align this with that one, or you can just simply type in text like this. We want to make sure that we are using same font for each. So let's say if it's 14, this is 14. Okay, what we can do is like maybe this time just stick with the simple one. Okay, we don't want if you don't want to spend a lot of time on this one, just go to transformation, then simple one. All you can do is to make it elegant is like do it like this, bring it here, and then all you gotta do is like make different like rows for each. So this is for grid power only, and remove it. Okay, and then cut the only from here, power from here, and then just align it. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit like this, power, and then paste here. Okay, now this font is a little bit bigger, so let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and then all you gotta do is align to left so that it's equal, and then we want to make sure that we can reduce the distance from these and then make it look more better. So now grid power only, and now you have to do is the same one here. Okay, high. Okay, make it so all. One other thing you can do is like select this and make it left. Now in this way it won't move anywhere, so it will only go in towards the right direction. Okay, renewable, and then the last word that you want to add. Okay, or you can just say renewable case. Okay, now you have these two, select, copy them, and then you can probably come here and paste here, and you can see how it looks here. Okay, now in this particular case, this was something like this. It was arching outside, so that means we need to reduce this one a little bit. So group it like this. Now I see the size a little bit bigger, reduce them so that it's equal. Now once it's 16, you also want to make sure that this is 16 as well, so that it is all in all in same consistency. You don't want some figures, some text to be bigger, some text to be smaller. So all you want is like uniformity. And once it's done, you can also reduce the size here. And then for same case here, you want to make sure that the size is a little bit bigger so that's readable. We don't want to be too small. Also, we don't want to be like, oh, this one looks nice, this one doesn't look nice. So you can select these two, group them, increase the size like this, maybe send it back like this, and then you can easily make the same thing. Now what we want to do is like we want to make this bracket. So insert icons, or just go to shapes, use this simple bracket here, very easy. You can find two different brackets here. Yeah, here we go. So we bracket here this one, and you can just simply put it here like this, put it here, and then all you gotta do is copy the text here, bring it here, and then what it says, Bitcoin mining farms. Let's just type it, Bitcoin mining farms. Now if you notice, in my original diagram I have these texts like this because I felt that these were looking much nicer and was covering a lot of space. Okay, so this is one case. If you don't like this, you can't manage to cover the whole space, all you can do is like use a different arrow here. Okay, I didn't want to use these too many of these arrows at that time, which is why I opted out of it, and I wanted to use some different arrows. So you can always use different arrows and then make a case like this. So now let's say we are using this one, this arrow here, and then high renewable case. Okay, let's just case. And if you notice that this arrow is being visible from the behind, just reduce its length. Now we will make the same thing with here, and also we can increase the size now. Okay, so reduce size. Now this is 14, same as the previous one. Select it and then paste it here, and then we want to change the color for this one to golden, and then say grid power only. Okay, this is how simple it is. All you gotta do is now go back here, probably remove these ones, remove this one, grid power only, too many. These are groups, so I have to select them individually. You can maybe make it like this just to give it a different perspective, and then you can work your way around. So, okay, so this is how we got this one, and then we're gonna make the color for this one black, and then maybe move it here just the way it was here. Okay, it's a bit different. So in this way, you also want to give it a curvature. You want to curve it a little bit, want to put it down, and you want to move this to the front. So now you are done with this part. Now let's move and make this part here. Okay, this part is very simple, easy to make, not very difficult. All you gotta do is use the same thing that I used previously. Okay, so this is the thing that I used previously. Okay, all you have to do is like this, increase it like this, and then increase its shape. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit more easier, make it height a little bit bigger, and then we can do it like this. Okay, this is how we did it. Okay, now what we want is, now we want to make a sort of a fan. Let's see if we find a fine fan here. Last time when I did was I made it by myself just to keep it like that. Maybe use a circle or something, or say hazard, maybe just to give us perspective that it's a fan, kind of something. Okay, so we don't have anything like that, so we are just going to work on that and make one out of it. We're not going to make all of those, we're just gonna make one and then replace the rest. So let's just change the color first, select this one and then choose this one, and we'll keep the shape outline for now so that we can work on and then make some other changes. So let's first of all, no outline, give it a light gray color like this, because when it comes here it will look much better. And also you want to make sure that this icon has to be in a 3D shape. Okay, so we want it somehow to be like this. So once it's like this, you put it here, it looks somehow like this. Now we need to manage its properties somehow so that it looks in a better way. It doesn't look uh, too weird, to be honest. We want to make sure that it looks nicer. So we're gonna go to the position or maybe size. Yeah, so I think we have to look in the 3D format option. So all we have to do is we have to look for 3D rotation properties. So if you see 3D rotation properties, it's somehow like this. We want to make sure, so this circle is fine. We want to make sure that it's not too up, too down. Okay, once it's like this, and then no matter how much you do for the Z direction, it's gonna be fine. So 315, 25 and this, it's gonna be fine. Reduce the size, you come here, it looks like this, which is fine. Okay, you put it like this, and then you do it like this, and then group them and reduce the size so that we want to make sure that each of these are aligned. Now ungroup them, go to align, distribute vertically. So once it's distributed vertically, it's fine. Now all we want to do is like make a smaller circle, change its color, put a darker one and put it in the middle. Okay, so now it looks somehow kind of way that it is a fan, or maybe give it a different color probably just to give a perspective. You say this one like this, or maybe give it a darker blue color. Colors are important, so you need to work on the harmony as well. So once you're done with this, maybe group this one and remove the other two, and then replicate these ones, one here and one here. All you gotta do is select these ones, arrange, align, distribute vertically. Okay, done. Drag it, move it, drag it, move it, and then drag it, and then move the last one. There you go. It is a better one, not exactly like this one because it was very detailed. I worked a lot on that, which is why it doesn't look like that anymore, but it still gives a perspective on how does a fan look like. If not, if you don't like this, I can maybe probably show you somehow how to make it. All you have to do is like go here, see, click on a fan, maybe HVAC icon, go here, images. Okay, we want to make it something like this. All you have to do is maybe, I think we might find something in icons here. So let's go here, icons, and then we can look for a fan here somewhere. If we can find something, that's gonna be great. If not, then we're gonna make something out of it. Very simple. We can even use this one. It won't be too much visible when we are gonna make it smaller. So it's still gonna do a job. So when you're working with 2 detail icons, you can always make them like that. You can always come up with different ideas. You don't have to always do like that. I know it's gonna take some time here for me to look an icon. Maybe just use this one. So even if you use this one, you see how it looks like. So let's just first remove the shape, remove the formatting first, which is 3D rotation. Okay, so let's just click this one and then select this one. Okay, so now this is done. We want to make sure we have this one, and then this one doesn't actually looks like that. We can always make a fan, to be honest. Let's just make a fan out of it. So do it like this, select here, and then maybe use this one. Okay, we're gonna make it smaller, rotate it, and it's always gonna look like a fan, don't worry. So put it here, make it smaller. You want to make it look like a fan, rotate it, put one here. Make sure these are like rotated the complete 90 degrees, so it's 180 degrees, so it's proper and looks clear. And then do it like this, bring it down, and now bring this one to the front. Okay, no color, shape format, give it a darker color, and then use this one, no outline, and then give it a lighter color. So now once you're done with this one, group it, remove this one, go here, reduce it. Maybe I'm just gonna give it a nice bright color. I'm gonna play with the colors for a little bit. Use this one, and then for this one use a darker color, maybe this one. And then for this one we're gonna use lighter color. I'm sorry I spent a lot of time on this one just to show how to work around this one. In the previous one I used a curved diagram. I don't even remember what I used at that time, which is why I can't actually find that out. So now just go here. We want to work on the rotations. I think we use this rotation, and then what we wanted to do is like we probably want to remove these ones. Okay, let's remove this one, bring it here, and we want to see how it looks like with the curve and everything. So we wanted to make sure it doesn't look too out, and also we don't want to make it too like that. And then 3Z is fine. Yeah, it looks fine. Now we're gonna reduce the size. Okay, now it's gonna be coming here like that. Let's just reduce the size a little bit more. The more you make, the more complex it will be, and the more it and the more better it will look. So it's up to you how you want to do it, how much time you want to spend it. I prefer not to spend a lot of time unless it's very important. If it's very important, I tend to spend a little bit more time so that it looks more vibrant and nice, because at the end of the day graphics are a very important part of your work. If you don't make them nice, they're not gonna pay you back. Okay, so you want to work on your graphics right away, and then you want to make sure that these are the best and the most vibrant looking graphics that you have. Okay, so that's a small tip you want to like keep in mind while working on your manuscript, and it's very important when you work on manuscripts like these. Okay, let's just increase the height a little bit from here, and then maybe from here a little bit. This is the same no matter you increase it from top or bottom. Okay, now this is done. All you want to do is like make those lines now. So line 1 here. Okay, just make it a little bit thick. I just wanted to give it a kind of a platform at that time, which is why I did it like that. Now send it to back, send it to back. Okay, you can always increase it, bring it here. Okay, and then what we want to do is like use one of these and then probably distribute it. So 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and then probably 4th here. Okay, so once you're done, select all of that. Just select manually because these are coming in line of that. Then since this one is sticking out, just move it manually using arrows. Move this one out, and now you see you got this one out. And if you want to make some lines out of it, very easy, just use just like this. Select this one and then select this one, make sure it's aligned, and then give it a shape outline, same width as the previous ones. So this one is a little bit higher, so let's just give it like that. And then in this way we're going to copy the same color, and voila, we're done. So just copy this one, group it, copy, and then you see this one is here, right here. We want to make sure that we put it right there. And also, just so you know that this is kind of like a small shapes, I can show you how you can do that. What we want to do is like copy this text, and we want to put it here, rotate it. Okay, rotation done, and then we're going to make it carbon, enter, capture. So let's make it like this. So we're going to make it a little bit higher, bold, and then copy the color. I think the color should be this one. So escape, carbon, let's increase the size a little bit, make it 20, carbon, capture, and then technology. Okay, TCH and then dot. Okay, now all you gotta do is select this one, group it, and then move it closer. Okay, just so that it's aligned here. Okay, and then maybe move it like this. Okay. Now when this is done, all you gotta do is, now we gotta work on the other part, which is this part. This is also easy, it's just the same replication of this one. All the difference in this diagram is that I have made it transparent, that's all. So all you gotta do is like use this one, reduce it, and then change the direction. I don't know why I changed direction for all of these in this one. It looks a bit nicer, I guess, gets a perspective. Now all I want to do is like I want to make it lighter, even more lighter, or I think this is a different color, probably greenish, or maybe this green. Okay, I'm just gonna try something new. Okay, and then what I did was I used another frame here. Okay, something like this. So I use this and use something like this just to give what I want to give it a nice color here. So I wanted to make it like this. So if you see, this one looks something like this, and this one is looking like this. So now you see this is the front and back of the diagram, and all you gotta see is like how you can make this thing work. Okay, now if you bring it to front, it is a part of the back part. So now we're gonna make a circle here, do it like this, rotate it. It's simple, right? Just a different way to think how you can use different icons at different time. So all you gotta do is use it here, and then maybe reduce the thickness, and then if you want to show that it's a bigger diameter of pipe, you can always show like this. And then all you gotta do is like copy that, put it here. Okay, maybe make it a little bit more smaller like this, and then voila, and then you can just send it to the back. Okay, once you send it to the back, it just shows that this pipe is coming outside from here, and then this one is like that. And then always what you can do is select all this, bring it to front, it will look like it's inside. Okay, so now you see how we changed the variations and how we worked on this part. Now we can change the color, just make it probably blue. Let's say make it blue, and then we don't want to give it an outline, so let's no outline. Same here, no outline, make it blue like this, and then you can always do it like this, reduce it, make it like this. Okay, it's up to you how you want to do it. And then small circles, again this one is here, want to show that this is a kind of a membrane. You can always give it a different color. If you want to make it inside, select this one, and bring it to front. Now it will go inside. And then the other part that comes is those small circles. Just use it, small circles, make particles or electrons. You want to reflect those electrons, cover them, use this one, change nice color, maybe make it a bit vibrant so that it looks more visible inside. Let's say make it blue. Now you can use different colors of those, and then put it here, and then make it scattered so that it looks more natural. You can always use also use the pattern here in the shapes here, but those are not kind of too good. Always this looks much nicer than those ones, so I prefer to use these ones. Now select these ones, copy, and then drag them here. Same thing, but maybe give it a different color. Okay, now you got this one, group it. Now you got another diagram, right? So let's just conclude it here, and then the video is already too long. I don't want to hold you guys for so long, so let's just call it HTDSC, and then call the other one LTDSC. These are some diagrams for perspective. Okay, and then let's just move these one to our main diagram, and then we are gonna take this from here in the next video. So you see here, put them here, right? We had it here, right? Let me just double check. Also, it's gonna come on the other side of the diagram, so it's gonna come here, probably here. So now you see that what I meant previously, that even if it exceeds the main graphic, you can always work it out. Okay, so don't worry about that. So now you see this is exceeding the main graphic. What I meant was like once you're done, Control Alt copy, and then paste this image. You see it always aligns in, because this time it's an image, it's no more editable diagram. So don't worry about the space, use the complete space. It will give you a much more better resolution on your diagrams when you are putting in your manuscripts. So we are doing a great job so far. We have covered a lot of stuff. We have to work on these two parts, which is quite easy. If you have like focus on how we made these icons, you will be easily making these icons in a go. So don't worry about it. Let me know if you want me to continue this video, and I'll get back to you with the part 3 if you are still interested, and then I'm gonna make more videos. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave your comments down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.